So for Daymon, MDM project was actually a part of the bigger initiative we have for the company we call Gold Standard, which is completely driven by business, and it's one of the major strategic initiative to take our business forward into next generation, and MDM being a core part of it. But MDM, which I think most companies should not run on its own, but make sure it's aligned with the business. So the MDM project is driven by our overall business initiative. Part of our business initiative is that we are working with our trading partners and how we can effectively and efficiently serve them. And there are different business areas where we are trying to work with them. For example, supply chain is a pretty critical, as with the whole dynamics in the market in the last couple of years. There are new ways how we can create supply chain efficiency as well as optimization for our customers and suppliers. There's other area which we have is more around new business and how we can create new opportunities for our trading partners. There's other one which we are focused more around just overall information quality, which can help serve our back-door trading partners. So it's not only just cleaning our own information, how do we provide our trading partners the same information they can use for their own purpose. So these are some of the major benefits or things we are working toward for our business. So it's a very good question in terms of number of products or trading partners or our own people. Just to give you a number or a reference, because we work with so many different retailers across the world, we have more than 500,000 products, which is a pretty big number, especially for product, as those are complex entities to maintain and manage. We have around between 4,000 to 5,000 trading partners, which does not include any of locations or warehouses, just like overall trading partners, and 15,000 associates or our own people, in addition to other reference data or master data we manage. So it's a pretty sizable project we have. Yeah. So the benefits, one of the things we are trying to do is not have the benefits just being soft benefits. So we came up with many metrics in terms of, number one, it's not only benefits which IT things, but more in terms of which business can relate and quantify, and at the same time be able to realize that are those tangible benefits we are getting, or are we not there, or how can we actually make sure we realize those benefits. And some of the examples we have a very specific metrics in terms of supply chain, that the things we are working toward, reducing the out of stocks, reducing some of the time people spend back and forth because of wrong item being ordered or UPC don't match, and especially because of information going back and forth between different trading partners. So we have many metrics in terms of supply chain. For a new product as well, we have metrics in terms of speed to shelf, or the time it takes from the product development till the time product is finalized, also around people and others. So there are metrics. For now, I think what we have realized so far is more around supplier and product, and what we're working toward is supply chain and new business growth and other metrics. The interesting thing with any, I would say, MDM project is the ROI within MDM project is a little hard to tangible, but I think the one which is a starting one and any businesses can realize in terms of ROI from MDM is more around process and how to reduce the cost of maintaining and managing these entities. So there's a ROI in terms of the overall bigger project, which MDM plays part of it, but the one which we are specifically focused on MDM is how can it, because of speed to market and process changes, the cost it takes to maintain those entities, and those are easily you can quantify by MDM. So when we looked up, we actually did a pretty long due diligence in terms of vendor qualification and trying to see what fits for us. And the main criteria or things which really for Kalido was more around multi-domain, and so that we don't have to go by a product domain specific MDM and a customer specific MDM. So the main reason I would say is multi-domain was a pretty big one for us. The other 2 or 3 things were that capability to be able to model the business data, because our businesses, every business has their own custom specific things which any out-of-box product cannot support. So having a capability for managing your own business data model is a pretty big one, and also the UI for maintaining the information, and also having a OEM partner which help on data quality kind of gave us the package we were looking for, and where our focus was. I think if I go back again, the things which hopefully I'll say we liked most is the modeling, the business modeling, and be able to model the data the way we wanted to set it up or use it, and the whole mapping, merging, and be able to bring all the information together and clean up the data quality part. So all the fuzzy logic and things, and then also include the whole content stewards within the workflows and be able to manage the information within the Kalido. So when it comes to process and life cycle, most of in starting when you're working on an MDM project, I think people right away think about product and customer and how do I get the data, what I need the data, and I think what people miss out is what it takes to maintain and manage and use the data. So instead of taking a focus on data, if you step back and you say, these are just the information I need to manage within my company, or and what are the different life cycle of from the time a product actually become a product till the time product no more in the company, and just thinking about it from the life cycle of a product or a customer will give you a very different perspective and how you would use it, which actually build a very good foundation for your MDM when you get to the implementation part. I think moving too fast on just the data elements and what you need to manage, you might miss, or the companies might miss the pretty major part of it, which is the life cycle and really making best of those things. So we have, I would say, as it relates to MDM, we're still scratching the surface, and I think there's a lot more which is coming down the road. And the more we realize that there is a next step for us in terms of how we take it to another level. And I think even during one of my presentation, I made a point about when you start using it for operational data, there's a lot more operational data. You start realizing we can maintain better and we can optimize them better. Those are more related to reference and other information. So I think we have covered the first part, which is how to drive some of our core systems, but there's a lot more to be done in terms of advanced analytics and things we can manage or maintain for global business using MDM.